fact that the manuscript is written in a way that nobody else could read it.
And it uses bronze gear wheels to calculate the cycles of the cosmos.
We think of the unknown as distant, buried deep in oceans or lost to time. But some of the most haunting mysteries are already unearthed, carved in stone, written in code, mapped centuries too early. They don't just puzzle us, they rewrite the past. Let's journey through 10 of the most chilling, logic-defying discoveries on Earth. Real places, real artifacts, and stories that continue to defy the minds of modern science. Number 10. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. In 2011, a Swedish dive team scanning the Baltic Sea expected shipwrecks and debris. Instead, their sonar returned something else entirely, a massive circular structure resting 300 feet below the surface. It was too symmetrical to ignore, spanning more than 200 feet across, with edges that looked carved rather than broken. When divers descended, their instruments began to fail. Compasses spun without reason, radios cut out. Some divers reported sudden blackouts the moment they approached the object. Closer scans revealed straight lines, sharp angles, and formations resembling walls, features rarely produced by glacial movement. Even more unsettling, sonar mapping showed a long, linear track leading up to the structure, almost like a path or runway pressed into the seabed. Rock samples taken nearby didn't match the surrounding geology and showed signs of extreme heat exposure, as if parts had been melted. Whether natural or artificial, the anomaly behaves like something the ocean itself doesn't fully understand. Number 9. The Voynich Manuscript. Tucked inside Yale's Beinecke Library lies a book that speaks in riddles, literally. The Voynich Manuscript, written over 600 years ago, defies every attempt at translation. Its looping script follows grammar-like rules, yet matches no known language. Its pages depict unreal plants, cryptic astronomy, and naked women in green-tinted pools. Entire careers have been spent trying to decode it, including codebreakers from the NSA. But one overlooked detail may be the manuscript's strangest clue. Spectral imaging revealed that the ink was applied within days, possibly hours, of the parchment's creation. Forgers rarely do this, because parchment was expensive and usually stored before use. This timing suggests the book was made in one continuous effort, not pieced together over time. If it's a hoax, it's a perfect one. If it's real, it could be a glimpse into a forgotten world, one that once spoke a language no one living today can understand. Number 8. The Baghdad Battery. In 1938, workers excavating near Baghdad uncovered a clay jar. Inside, a copper cylinder surrounded an iron rod. At first glance, it seemed like a simple container, but when researchers added acidic liquid to replicas, something shocking happened. It generated electricity. Over 2,000 years before modern batteries were invented, this ancient device seemed to store and produce power. The implications are staggering. Could ancient Mesopotamians have harnessed electricity? One theory gained traction when archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig pointed out nearby artifacts that were suspiciously smooth and evenly coated in precious metals, consistent with electroplating. The process requires electrical current to bond gold or silver onto surfaces. The battery may not have powered machines, but it could have transformed how ancient artisans worked with metals. No written records survive to explain its use. But in a time when iron itself was a marvel, someone may have cracked the secret of invisible power. Number 7. The Fire Eagle's Nest. Deep in Siberia's Yakutia region rises a cone-shaped mound that locals call the Fire Eagle's Nest. It's no ordinary hill. Birds won't land on it. Animals avoid it. Compasses spin like they're caught in a magnetic storm. GPS devices fail. And those who venture too close often report sudden nausea and dizziness, as if the land itself is rejecting them. Scientists have long speculated it might be linked to a Tunguska-like explosion, but there's no crater, no meteoric debris, no volcanic residue, just crushed limestone mixed with strange metallic elements. In 2005, a Russian geological team discovered something even more bizarre. Magnetic interference from the site was detectable up to 500 meters in the air, enough to affect passing aircraft. Tools malfunction, electronics die, drilling attempts mysteriously fail. The Earth here doesn't just whisper secrets, it scrambles the instruments designed to reveal them. Whatever happened in this remote forest, it left behind a force that refuses to be measured. Number 6. The Walls of Cusco. In the heart of Cusco, Peru, ancient stone walls curve through the city like puzzle pieces laid by giants. Some blocks weigh over 100 tons, yet they interlock with surgical precision. No mortar, no gaps. Modern engineers marvel at the craftsmanship, unable to replicate it without cranes and laser mapping. But a closer look reveals something even more mysterious. In 2014, researchers analyzing the surfaces discovered microscopic vitrification, evidence that parts of the stone may have been melted and rehardened. Vitrification requires temperatures of thousands of degrees, far beyond what traditional tools could produce. Could the Inca have used an unknown heat-based technique to soften stone? Or was the stone somehow reshaped without fracturing it? These walls have survived centuries of earthquakes that leveled colonial buildings nearby. Whatever method was used, it didn't just create a perfect fit. It built a structure that moves with the earth and doesn't break. A silent, seismic-proof code written in stone. Number 5. The Baigong Pipes. High on China's Mount Baigong, embedded in solid rock, lie hundreds of rust-colored tubes. Some no wider than a coin, others as thick as a man's arm. At first glance, they resemble a forgotten industrial system. But radiocarbon testing suggests some are over 150,000 years old, long before humans were supposed to know anything about smelting metal, let alone pipework. The mystery deepens with their composition. Chinese geologists found that many of the Baigong pipes contain silicon dioxide and calcium oxide, nearly identical to modern concrete. That raises a disturbing question. Were these structures intentionally created using a concrete-like substance before history remembers concrete existed? Some argue they're fossilized tree roots. Others say they're the work of iron-eating bacteria. But these theories don't account for the symmetrical layout or the branching network many of the pipes form, complete with what appear to be welded joints. Whether natural anomaly or ancient infrastructure, they stand as an engineering riddle from a time before engineering. Number 4. The Antikythera mechanism. In 1901, divers searching a Roman shipwreck off the coast of Antikythera, Greece, found what looked like a lump of corroded bronze, but X-rays revealed gears, dozens of them. The device turned out to be a 2,000-year-old analog computer capable of predicting eclipses, tracking planets, and calculating Olympic dates with shocking precision. But one hidden feature pushes it into the realm of genius. Advanced imaging uncovered a spiral dial that tracked the Metonic cycle, a 19-year pattern syncing the solar and lunar calendars. This cycle wasn't fully understood until centuries later, and here it was, etched into bronze in the 1st century before Common Era. Nothing like the Antikythera mechanism appears in the historical record for another 1,000 years. That gap raises a chilling question. Did a civilization reach mechanical brilliance only to vanish, taking its knowledge with it? This wasn't just a calendar, it was a gear-driven prophecy machine, lost beneath the waves until modern science was finally ready to understand it. Number 3. The Longyu Caves. In 1992, a farmer in China's Zhejiang province drained a small pond, only to reveal a staircase descending into darkness. Beneath the water lay an enormous man-made cave carved entirely from sandstone. Then came another, and another. Over 20 caves were eventually discovered, all featuring massive pillars, smooth walls, and symmetrical angles. But what baffles researchers most isn't just their scale, it's the logistics. To carve out the Longyu Caves, builders would have needed to remove more than 1 million cubic meters of rock. Yet no one has ever found the quarry piles, the waste material, or even written records of their existence. It's as if the debris simply vanished. The caves have stood untouched for over 2,000 years without collapsing, suggesting an advanced understanding of structural engineering. No tools, no inscriptions, no evidence of who did it or why. It's not just an architectural enigma, it's a ghost project, executed flawlessly and then erased from history. Number 2. The Piri Reis Map. In 1929, scholars in Istanbul uncovered a tattered world map drawn by Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis in 1513. At first glance, it looked like an early depiction of South America, but then came the shock. It showed the coastline of Antarctica, centuries before its official discovery in 1820. And stranger still, it appeared ice-free. That alone would be enough to stir controversy, but a deeper analysis revealed something even more advanced. The map uses spherical trigonometry to account for Earth's curvature, mathematics not formally developed until the 18th century. How did a 16th century sailor achieve such accuracy without satellites, aerial views, or modern geometry? Peary claimed he compiled the map from older sources, some possibly dating back to Alexander the Great. Could these source maps have been the legacy of a forgotten seafaring civilization? If so, their knowledge didn't just predate exploration. It rivaled the tools of modern cartographers, and we still don't know who they were. Number 1. The Sacsayhuaman Fortress. Towering above the ancient city of Cusco, Sacsayhuaman is a fortress carved from impossibility. Its massive zigzag walls are made of limestone blocks weighing over 120 tons each, some as tall as a 2-story house. Yet they're fitted so tightly, not even a sheet of paper can slip between them. But recent seismic studies revealed something even more astonishing. The walls don't just resist earthquakes, they absorb them. The interlocking shapes and jagged patterns act like ancient shock absorbers, dissipating seismic energy through the structure itself. Engineers today would need computer simulations to achieve this level of earthquake resistance. The Inca had no such tools. Official history says these walls were built without iron, without wheels, without written language, and still, they remain unshaken while modern concrete crumbles nearby. Were they using lost techniques, or simply knowledge passed down from a civilization we no longer remember? Sacsayhuaman isn't just a monument, it's a defiance, written in stone and still standing. For every mystery unearthed, 1,000 questions remain buried. These anomalies aren't just puzzles, they're provocations. What else have we misunderstood, misplaced, or ignored? If this journey challenged what you thought you knew, subscribe and share your theories below. Some secrets might need your voice to surface.